This 7 News Update brought to you by AMP, delivering financial strategies and solutions.
Good evening. Iraq remains a bloody battlefield exactly a year after Baghdad fell. This evening, at least 9 people were killed when insurgents ambushed a US fuel convoy. The attack took place shortly after American troops halted their offensive on Fallujah. Officials have begun talks with local religious leaders and will allow aid into the city. Militant groups still hold 5 foreigners hostage, including 3 Japanese civilians. Despite mounting pressure, Tokyo insists the crisis won't force it to withdraw its troops from Iraq. Australian tourists are being warned of a new terrorist threat in Thailand. A new government travel advisory warns an attack could be imminent. It's feared explosives stolen in southern Thailand could be used in the coming week. Australians are urged to exercise extreme caution, particularly in the tourist hotspots of Phuket and Pattaya. Queensland police have shot dead a gunman after a 19-hour siege. The 29-year-old barricaded himself inside a farmhouse last night. He threatened detectives before stealing their car and firing at officers. The standoff ended this morning when he tried to escape. Police manning a roadblock opened fire, killing the man. Well, Paul Hogan is back, thrilling the crowds at the world premiere of his new movie. But fans of Crocodile Dundee might find Strange Bedfellows a little, well, different.
Locals say nearly every resident of Yakandanda converged on Albury last night for the premiere of the comedy starring Paul Hogan and Michael Caton. Yakandanda, a tiny town north of Beechworth, was the backdrop for Strange Bedfellows, in which 2 knockabout blokes, Vince and Ralph, pretend they're gay to avoid one of them paying a massive backlog in tax.
What's it got to do with us?
We just become gay.
But with Peter Postlethwaite, a tax inspector, on their tails, the Yakandanda boys need a crash course in how to act gay.
You two seem like an odd couple.
Well, we're pups, aren't we? Doesn't get much odder than that.
At least 60 Yakandandians had bit parts in Strange Bedfellows.
Well, I think it's a fabulous idea to do it here.
I tell you what, when Hollywood finds out that Yakandanda is real and not a set, do you reckon they won't be flocking?
Brendan Donahue, 7 News.
In Rugby League, Brisbane have beaten the Sydney Roosters 26 points to 14 in tonight's clash at Aussie Stadium. Sean Berrigan scored 2 of the Broncos' 4 tries. The Roosters were under strength with injuries and suspension. A look now at the national weather. Fine in Brisbane, Sydney and Melbourne. Some showers for Adelaide, Perth and in Darwin. And that's 7 News to now. I'm Simon Reeve. Have a very safe and happy Easter. Good night, everyone.
The sky, just stand up. If you're not afraid of life, just stand up.
This program brought to you by the Thrifty Link Hardware Easter Sale. Don't miss out. Catalogue out now.
The following movie, Nick of Time, is classified M. It contains some violence and some coarse language. Channel 7 recommends viewing by mature audiences.